something like they started out and the team was like named Seed.
Yeah, because they couldn't publish it yet, right? They couldn't like publish the name, so Seed, and then it was gonna. What if they win the major? Like, does something else happen?
Maybe they become a tree.
Yeah,
bush, plant of some sort.
There's something to work with here. I mean,
yeah.
It's not entirely clear yet, but
it's
we'll
a bit rough around the edges. We're gonna work on it.
Now, we are headed into the game. It's Sprout on the T side and Na'Vi on the CT side, and so far it's all armor and pistols here on Na'Vi. No defuse kits, no grenades, no nothing. They just want to essentially kill Sprout before they get close to a bomb site and never let them put the bomb down.
Well, it's going to be tough. It's a split towards this A site, and the defense is aggressive towards ramp, and it's working out. Flamey and Simple 2 kills. Edward's going to add one more. He does eventually go down, but they know where the remaining two players are, and Dennis can't get away. It's just Speedy left. He's got no armor. He does have one kill, but it's all over. Electronic chimes in. That's a good start for Na'Vi in a must-win game, essentially.
Yes, it is. They had a plan, and it worked perfectly. So,
yeah.
It's a good job on Na'Vi. They have obviously been playing a miserable tournament up until this point. I mean, you have to hope that that's going to change now, but they've not had a good time.
A miserable match on this map yesterday as well. This very map, I mean, just kind of doing a lot of contact plays, walking through smokes right into AWPs. So they've got to be careful in this match. Starting on the CT side, though, they look pretty comfortable. I talked to Simple earlier today about this match, and he just pretty much assured me that they were going to get it done.
Wow, personal assurance from the man himself. Obviously much famed for being maybe one of the best players in the world. Headshot on Innocent. They do have armor on 3 players on Sprout still, so can't really underestimate them here. See if Deagle or CC is going to do anything. Flamey does get 2 kills with a UMP, so that's not bad at all. Now he's being hunted, but Simple is going to be there for the backup.
You want to see Simple the Undertaker. That's the style you want to see today. Simple the Undertaker.
Yes, I mean the favorite, everyone's favorite version of Simple.
Yeah, you don't want new Simple. You want Simple the Undertaker. Come in, take over the game, just call it a day.
He's essentially split his fan base by creating 2 brands of himself.
2 alter egos.
Yeah, this not uncommon in the world of Counter-Strike. We do have Fallen and Bad Fallen, so.
And apparently he's pushing for Librarian Fallen, Bad Librarian Fallen.
Do you think he's got schizophrenia or something? No, but I like it. It's good. It's good. A little bit of banter every once in a while. Crystal with the taser. I enjoy that. Speedy with the flashbang to set it up. They're running into Flamey though, so just getting completely shut down in spite of the grenade. Doesn't really matter. Electronic gonna get one in the follow-up from Simple. 3 pretty early and easy rounds here for Na'Vi, so not too much to talk about really. I mean, we could just sort of almost brush past this and now see what Sprout have to offer. Yeah,
the real question is how many rifles are they going to upgrade? And actually, Simple's going to drop over to the M4 to Flamey. He's going to invest in the AWP, and they're going to keep the 3 UMPs, which is actually traded one more time. The M4 to Electronic, I believe that's because he has a good spawn. I believe he's going to do the jump on the boxes and push in towards Palace again. Maybe not. Looks the other way.
I was thinking about it maybe for a minute. It is good fun, you can't really do that. Instead, 3 men running in, jumping out the window to try and get that mid-control very early on. Simple, such a great position, and they know there's someone in the smoke. That is a lot of trouble here. Innocent. Oh, not quite trying the shot. Maybe lacking for backup there, Simple. Wanted someone else to be in the window.
That smoke kind of foiled their plans, didn't it? Either way, Innocent's going to try and split towards the B-bomb site. Zeus, there's the pop flash. How well does it work? Perfectly. He's got them all blind. He's got 1 kill. Runs out of bullets, and he's got to get away. His teammates are here to back him up. Molotov restricts his movements, but it doesn't matter. Sprout is stuck until Crystal opens things up, and there's Zeus again. Never able to get a new clip in the magazine, or a new magazine in the gun, I guess it would be. And Edward's going to try and work his way into the bomb site.
Man, that was pure chaos for a minute there for Zeus. I almost want to see just a replay of that. Edward hiding right at the edge, and not going to be quick enough. Crystal still gets a kill, but Flamey's taking down Speedy. Flamey's off to a very good start in this game. And Innocent now, 1 versus 3. He's got plenty of time, and he's got AK-47. Maybe he could sneak in a kill on someone if he gets the chance. There's the attempted headshot, but not quite. And Edward will take him down. So now they're losing quite heavily with 3 members going down, but they do hold on.
It was the bonus round though, wasn't it? It was, I mean, they had 3 UMPs going into that round. The most expensive thing they lost was the AWP, not able to recover it at the end. almost able to make this work based on Zeus with the USP, but Simple finally gets one timely kill in, and Edward with a good rotation into the bomb site. So just down to P250's armor. Deagle is going to be on Crystal. They've got good utility as well. So Sprout looking to do some damage, at least get a bomb plant with this kind of investment. You'd almost have to do that just to break even.
Now instead, a lot of grenades, armor, and upgraded pistols here for Sprout. If you catch someone close, which unfortunately for Sprout, there is nobody really holding close, but if they're right around the corner, sometimes you could just run someone down and get a good grenade in. But if an overview here, the smoke's landing in the bomb site, they still have another 3, so making their way with the bomb on the other side. We'll see how much they can draw people out. Zeus has already fallen really far back, so maybe if they're quick.
This is cool. They bait out utility. They're going to re-execute here onto the A bomb site. This is all a fake for Dennis and Speedy. Zeus has got to be sure to stay at that B bomb site. Success of Simple is going to allow that to happen. 2 great shots. Zeus hasn't budged. He's still in market. He's going to spot them crossing as well. Now, they still can't get a bomb plant, but he's going to get aggressive. He wants to put a stop to it, but it's not going to happen. He gets taken down. That should ensure the plant. No one else from Na'Vi too aggressive. They just want to make sure they can win this, and Speedy's got a chance to do some more damage.
Simple is just so quick with these kills. That's 3rd in the round for him. Sen 1 versus 3, and he was spotted out. Great shot, doing so much damage. It's not going to be enough. Still the quad kill for Simple, and honestly, when Zeus is in the kitchen waiting and just looking up into the hallway wondering, when Simple gets these 2 kills, it's so much easier for him to stay. Like, his incentive to run away is really, really little at that point in time, whereas if it takes some time, if, you know, Sprout get the first kill on A, maybe he's going to be distracted. You can even see, even with those 2 kills, Zeus kind of considered to rotate. He was actually still coming over towards the A bomb site, believing it to be A. So, I mean, very critical. If just 1 kill comes out for Sprout hitting that bomb site, I think Zeus gets pulled farther away. Maybe there's a chance for Sprout to get into some post-plant setups. Regardless, Simple with this op has been very impactful and aggressive. Nade out to the top mid. Electronics just going to bail out. Not a whole lot of damage done. See how this is played out at the moment. Sprout taking control of top mid. It's Innocent and Crystal there. Dennis and Zen coming from underpass. So Electronic and Flamey going to see some action pretty soon here. Well, Dennis going for spraying through the smoke. He had the right idea. There is indeed someone right on the other side. It's Electronic. Ready and waiting. Grenade right in Sen's face. That's so effective. That was Flamey. Gonna follow it up with a bit of a flashbang. Doesn't do much. Dennis crouching in, and that's an easy kill on Electronic. So very well done on his part. Now it looks like they're about to crunch the bomb site with Speedy being up in that apartment. If they all come through this mid connector, it's going to be very hard to hold on if you're Na'Vi. Flamey is kind of looking that way. Still got 50 seconds. This is cool, though. I mean, they back off that connector pressure. Edward's got to book it over to the B bomb site. Zeus is alone here. He's going to start hearing footsteps. This is going to be an awkward angle to spot them coming around into the bomb site. How does he manage this peek? There it is. There's the first kill. Edward's arrived, and Zeus just playing to survive. He wanted that angle, and he's got it at the end of the day. And there goes Dennis as well. That was a great sequence from Zeus. He managed to fall off the box at a perfect time. And the fact that he didn't go down to Crystal meant he was going to be in a good position regardless there. Speedy now, 1 versus 3 with 25 seconds. He does not have the bomb, and he's going to get shut down. Quad kill here for Zeus. Very impressive stuff. And 6-0. And I agree, though. That mid-round call for Sprout to go for this bomb site was so good. I mean, I thought that was probably going to work. Yeah, it's very cool. I almost feel like you'd want to keep one player either in a connector or somewhere in mid to maybe cut off someone who's trying to flank, or just slow down that rotation. If they could have just held Edward for maybe a second and not get that 1 kill, then Zeus might be able to be traded, you know, more efficiently, and then they can actually get a bomb plant and maybe win the round. But you can't. I mean, it was just a cool call. Maybe not executed perfectly as you'd like, but very good stuff. I mean, especially considering we just had that interview with Dennis where he's like, yeah, I'm calling because no one else really wants to. So another player. You know, it's tough, Anders. Innocent has 0 ADR. What? Innocent, no ADR. That's how many per round? That's 0 per round. That can't be real. Someone must have made a mistake. Surely the graphic broke. I'm sure that means he had actually, I think, a pretty good game yesterday. Yeah. So that's kind of shocking. And I mean, Sen has 1 kill as well, so they're going to be in trouble. He goes down again quick and early on. Crystal is dropped next. Edward and Electronic in the middle with that 1-2 punch. As soon as you're focused on the one, and Dennis can't even get up to help him. That Molotov blocking his path, so even if you wanted to be there, now grenades are raining down into the underpass and they're getting bombed down there. Edward gets the kill. Speedy and Sen at least answering back a little bit, but it's too late at this point here. Speedy out in the open, battling two people at once, and he's going to go down to Flamey. That is another round here, making it 7-0. And just to point out, on the other end of the spectrum, we do have Flamey with 10-1-1, Simple with 9-0-2.
This is the Navi that we wanted to see. When you have these kinds of players, when you have guys like Flamey, Electronic, and Simple, that's such a powerful trio. With ops, with rifles, with all of it. So you like to see them aggressive. You like to see them kind of exerting their influence and their will across this map and really just restricting what Sprout can do, pushing up mid, not even let them get into the game. This is that kind of suffocating skill that you always thought Navi would bring out, and it's showing here against Sprout.
Very common basic execute towards the A bomb site, but there's a reason why it's so popular. Is you just need one opening and then you're pretty much good to go. The grenades raining down. Flamey though stopping Innocent again. He's just having such a hard time in this game. Sen gets a return. Electronic lining up nicely for a double kill. Now he can just hide. He actually goes for the fight anyway here. Crystal on the other side with the scout knife. The Saudi wants to stab him, and Electronic wins the fight. Triple for him. 8-0. I mean,
very convincing 8-0 as well.
When can we call a timeout, Moses, on Sprout's behalf, you know?
Throw in the towel. Scenes out of Rocky 4.
They forgot the save word. This is turning into something worse. 9th round is coming up, and I'm not sure what the answer is. I don't mind the idea of a default A execute. I think if you know, sometimes you can also overthink things, right?
Yes.
So just. I thought that was an alright idea.
At this point, I mean, every time they go mid, they've just been battered. So, I mean, why not just do something that's safe? It's one of the cool parts about this map. You can just kind of sit back. There's Flamey with a kill. He's got the double up. He's got 2 of them. There goes Dennis and Zen. Electronic has control of halls. I mean, this round is over, essentially. Just have to see how it plays out. Bomb is dropped to the top of A ramp as well, so can't get a whole lot worse for Sprout.
Especially with that really early peek from Electronic. He actually just ran in and flashed his way into apartment, so that's an enormous amount of information that can be used later on. With the bomb dropped in front, that's obviously a problem. Zeus does go down to Speedy, who single-handedly opened up the bomb site. Gonna take down Simple as well. He is doing so much work, and now, is that enough to draw somebody out? Electronic is still waiting on the bomb site, but here's the thing, they have a Molotov, and it's very common you Molotov that triple box. Now he's moved a little bit further in. Speedy trying to maybe draw someone out with a bit of a gunshot there. 45 seconds. 5-on-3 into a 3-on-3. Speedy single-handedly opening all of this up. And he keep on going, tries for the flick, not quite yet. The rest are still at the ramp waiting. They're not actually moving just yet. And now Edward's going to turn and shoot him in the back. So they were just a little bit too late. I feel like that's such a shame. He just did so much work in this one round. Electronic crouched in. The timing can't be better than that. And he's going to get both the kills at the end. So I feel bad for Speedy, man. He put his heart into this round.
Yeah, he did a lot of that while his teammates on A ramp weren't really doing a whole lot. They didn't ever kind of take any attention away from this A bomb site, but Flamey with the second op. We've seen him do it in the past to good effect. I don't think he's a player you kind of think of to be a secondary op. But yeah, this was good duels by Speedy. Obviously finds Simple, goes for the peek, baits out a shot, and then he just has the angle. Tough to do much more if you're Speedy there. And Innocent, I don't believe he actually hit anyone there. I think he's still on 0. Not gonna lie to you.
What's happening? Are we sure that maybe he loaded his guns with blanks? Maybe that's what. Maybe there's.
It's that skin, the hidden skin.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a logical explanation, you know.
I don't know why you'd want to do that. It's a bold strategy. See if it works out for him.
Yeah, I can't think of a good explanation. You know, maybe he's become tired of the war. You know, doesn't really want to be a part of it anymore.
Make love, not war.
Something like that. Flamey going to be at the triple box once again. He's kind of alone early on in the round here, so if they were quick, maybe they could run him down. Simple hiding at the edge, and looks like they can see each other finally. Simple can. It's not always a one-to-one with deep serving. Sometimes a little bit different, especially because we have the outline. Flamey, easy enough shot on Sen there. Now, the Deagles that are left need something, anything at this point.
It's tough to run, you know, a eco strategy of Deagles to go for pickoffs with them when you are running into the two ops of Flamey and Simple, who have 4 kills in this round. You're not going to win that battle a whole lot.
Listen, at least Innocent is breaking a record. I think it must be a record at a major to do no damage for 10 rounds.
Not the one you want to hold.
And you know, you say that, but you know, all PR is good PR, right?
Yeah, in a way. Yes. What can you say about that one?
I don't know. I think we're just going to have to hold our breath right now and just wait for Sprout to show that they can make it back. Obviously, this version of Na'Vi is the one that is internationally feared and one that's really hard to overcome. It just hasn't really appeared in the tournament yet. Now, finally, something is happening for Na'Vi, and Sprout are just not loving it right now. They have got the opening kill there. Dennis preempting the thing, and an Innocent picking up a kill on Flamey. Now, just deep breaths, 5 versus 3. They should be able to convert this into a win.
He's done it. He's on the board. Electronic rotating over towards CT spawn. It's a 3-on-5. If Sprout continue forward with this, that is exactly what Na'Vi wants. It's where they have all their players, all their defense. Zeus not paying attention. That's a great adjustment from Simple. Holding the back pillars, and there's Innocent with another one. And this should surely be around for Sprout. Although Electronic's still alive, we know he can work some magic. Down to 20 HP though. No reason not to go for this and just try and get some extra kills. Go down swinging.
Sprout obviously need the money and need the rifles. It looks like Electronic is still going to give up on it, so that is very late in the first half to be picking up the first round, but still, let's see what happens. Never want to count anyone out here. 10-1 the scoreline now is about to be, and Sprout, yeah, just one big opening there. Edward running up the stairwell over at the underpass, and he got picked off, and Innocent winning a fight in the middle.
I mean, that's the first time we've seen Sprout able to control the aggression from Na'Vi, so they put a stop to it, and then, I mean, obviously with such a huge advantage in manpower, just playing the trading game on their way into the B bomb site, finding Zeus, taking out Simple after he gets one. So good win for Sprout. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, there's still a chance here. If they get up to 5 rounds, if they get up, you know, 4 or 5 rounds, they can give themselves at least an opportunity, at least a hope going into that second half.
Sound like you had trouble saying those words, Moses. Sound like, you know...
I'm doing my best, you know. It's just like, please just meet me halfway. Give me something to talk about.
Yes, but I mean, I actually, I'll take you up on that. I think you're right. It's possible. We've seen it happen before. It does just seem very tricky at the moment. They need more good openings. Simple, preempting the Molotov, but still standing right on top of it. So he had 100% faith in that smoke of his. He was like, that's it. There's no fire anymore. Whatever I'm feeling, it's something else.
It's definitely not flame.
Oh, it is the fire. Wait a minute.
Nicely done from Dennis to open things up. So another round, they get the opening kill. They stop some aggression. See if they can capitalize on it again. Edward's going to follow things up with playing between smokes and connector. Takes a random bullet to the thigh, I think. And there's a good battle. Good spray down. Now he tries to get away. He's stuck, though, and he's fortunate to get out of that one. Scary moment for Edward. He lives to fight another day. Zeus is still alone at this B-bomb site.
Electronic and Speedy were actually having a bit of a standoff over on the other side, but it seems like now Speedy's fallen back, and instead Electronic is pushing down. Look at this aggression from him. That's actually really big. If they keep running like this, he's going to be able to hear them. He knows they're coming. Crouches in. That's an easy kill on the bomb carrier. Big mistake here for Sprout. That can definitely cost him. Now it's 4 versus 3. And obviously they must win this, but Electronic is so good. Crouching in, shooting right through the wood, and that's going to be another kill for him. 2 versus 4. And Zeus coming in from the catwalk to take down Innocent. And now it's Sen in a 1 versus 4. It's got worse, Moses, somehow.
This is a nightmare scenario. He's going to get dropped before even seeing anyone. Zeus picks him out of the sky. 15 kills for Flamey, 14 for Electronic, and 13 for Simple.
They're having a great time at the top right now. On the other team, nobody's even past 10 kills. 6 for Speedy, 4 for Dennis and Sen, 3 for Crystal, 2 for Innocent. Yeah, I mean...
Tough part is that's the reset, right? Just as I talked about hope, of course, the Undertaker's there to shut it down. Or the Undertaker's team, because he got killed first.
He really has turned into that, though, this game. many a good memes and photoshops can be derived from this, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. It's going to be the run boost, isn't it? Oh, they failed it. But
A wise man once said the run boost is always entertaining no matter the outcome.
yes, indeed. Innocent, though. No failure this time. He's going to hit the headshot, taking down Zeus. Now they're in the window. Electronic sort of walking into it, a little bit preoccupied, so that could have got him killed quickly, but still, 4 versus 4. They've done some damage to Electronic.
They have mid, but they have nowhere really to go from here. They've got no nades. They've got 2 deagles, and that kind of has to do everything. Innocent's got 1, Dennis has the other. And they both are tagged up players, and, well, Dennis gets his face taken off. Shout out John Travolta.
What? Well, Innocent is going to continue in the same vein, taking down Edward, crouching in, Simple, trying for the flick, but uncharacteristically missing it. Does he want to go aggressive? Grenade is going to land at the feet of Speedy, who did not have armor, so they do a lot more damage when that happens. 3 on 3. These 2 AWPs for the retake can be a little bit scary. We'll see how it all works out. Electronic going to leave the charge, easily taking down Innocent. There's Flamey to follow it up, and now Sen in so much trouble. There's 1 great headshot, just a couple of more. Looking for it and almost getting Electronic so close, but not enough.
Not enough, but, I mean, a good round overall. It's tough to find the silver lining this late in the game, but very, very close. 12-1 is going to be the score. This is a great
Sun is still shining, so on the map at least.
Still a chance to, I don't know. I keep wanting on some part of my being wants to go for some like sprout plant puns.
Listen,
and I stop myself every single time because I listened to Henry do it before this game started, and he seemed disgusted with himself.
Yeah, but that is also his default mode of being, so it's that's hard to really judge. It is now 14th round. Quick Molotov into the middle, always a good idea. I mean, they got the kill last time, so why not? Simple only took 5 damage this time, and they do have a 3-man stack here, Navi. And you can see Electronic has turned around, so if the rest of the team get flashed, Electronic will be the one taking charge. It's always a really powerful setup. And on the other side, Dennis and Innocent are waiting.
Does Electronic even want to pounce here? I mean, this is such a dirty setup if they were to hit that, but now that Simple's kind of breaking off and he's checking behind, it gets a bit weaker. It's just Edward and Electronic. Zeus hasn't, I mean, despite being alone at this B bomb site for the majority of this game, he hasn't really had too much trouble. Here's Electronic peeking up mid, he's rushing up, and Dennis is going to beat him down. There's a good start again. Sprouts had, at least in the last 5 rounds or so, or last 4 rounds, figured out good ways to get some opening kills. It just hasn't yielded, obviously, the results they would like.
Yep, things have absolutely been looking up. Even it just took so long that it's obviously very hard to get the whole team back up and running again.
Look how much utility Sprout has, though. They can hit a pretty dirty execute here. Simple with the op and Flamey with the op. Those are the 2 players closest to the A bomb site, and they're going to be blocked off by smokes. Not really that wieldy, so now, big advantage here for Sprout.
Will they wait for the smoke before they push Flamey? Sometimes people forget, and I'm just saying that's a bad idea. Smoke is going to be down. Simple doesn't really care about smokes. It's just going to be running through to take down Dennis. Why not? Now he's ready for Sen, and he almost gets it. Flamey up on the ticket booth gets 1, and a bullet to the face from Crystal right afterwards. It's now 2 on 3. Zeus and Edward trying to see if they can maybe upset the situation again, but this was very well done from Sprout. Not many mistakes in this one. And now the bomb is down, and they're starting to fall back.
Navi's going to go for this as well. They have more money than you could ever use in these last 2 rounds. So see what happens. With the way Sprout has been playing, with the way you've been beating them down, it's very possible. And there's a spray down from Edward long range. Not going to work, but time is dwindling, and their opportunity to win this round is pretty much gone at this point. Nice post plant. There's Speedy with a trade, and Zeus surely not. And he's just going to stick it that they decide not to peek, but it's not going to happen. Speedy with the final 2 kills. It's a 2nd round on the board for Sprout.
Slow, very slow. I mean, they're getting in the right direction. 12-2, 15th round coming up. Maybe if they can get 3 and win the pistol, then we could be looking at something like a 12-6 scoreline. If they then win the first rifle round, I mean, those are all the things that have to fall into place by now before we can start to really sort of talk about this again.
Really getting ahead of yourself.
I'm just saying.
Trying to build this future. Craft it for yourself.
Yeah, they just need, a little bit of water, a little bit of fertilizer.
Oh God, you've done it. See, didn't it feel terrible? The aftermath doesn't feel good, did it?
Almost immediately it did.
Well, this time Zeus is not alone at the B-bomb site. He's got Edward with him, and Simple in the ladder room is nearby for backup. He's actually peering out towards Catwalk. There's the pop flash. Crystal takes him down. He's going to get aggressive with this. He wants to make a play. And Edward's just beneath him. But he's content with the presence that he's had. Doesn't push forward. Zen's now coming to meet up. He might just hold this. This is going to be a split, and Simple's forced away. He's got to hold Catwalk on his own.
Well, he still gets the kill. Edward down there, almost taking down Crystal. A jumping shot works, and Zen goes down. Brilliant defense play here from Edward. Electronic going to show up and take down Innocent. It will be Speedy now. 1 versus 3 for the 15th round, so not very much left for him to do. He needs someone to make a mistake. Give him the opening, peek him at the hallway. I mean, if they just wait and play defensively, then that's pretty much it. He's getting no targets whatsoever. Navi, even though they have been playing a really big game, when they need to, they're playing it smart. He gets one more headshot, I was just saying that. But Flamey just peeking Electronic, shooting him in the back. Oh my god, Speedy! Turning around for the triple. Unbelievable clutch. It's going to make it 3 and 12. I mean, that should never have happened.
That's the kind of play that gets you fired up for a comeback. Silence.
You calling it now? You ready for it, Moses?
I am ready. That was nice from Speedy. This is a sick turnaround. Almost even unsure of where he was getting shot from at first.
Yeah, Speedy excited, and he should be. I mean, obviously, we could criticize Navi for even making those peaks, and I think we should. But that doesn't mean that it was easy what he did. That was not an easy clutch.
I mean, fair play. I don't think Navi really played that poorly. I mean, one watching the angle from Catwalk, that was a great peek and shot from Speedy. One player in Market was watching for the window. I guess the only criticism could be that Market player could have just not taken that angle and just kind of reconvened towards Electronic if he wanted. But other than that, I think Speedy just played that super well.
Yeah,
that's a scary stat.
I probably would say wait for the bomb, but but that's just me. 18 for Electronic, 18 for Flamey. Yeah, this is definitely rough. 12 and 3. Pistol round coming up here in the second half, and if you are just joining us, then it's been a very uphill battle here for Sprout. They've not had a good time at all on the T side. Now they're on the CT side. Let's see what they can do. Speedy's about to have a really hard time, but he's the best player so far on Sprout, so maybe he can do it. He's already very low. The grenade is in, but he can't see anything. And now Navi are right on top of him, and Edward's going to take him down. Sen has to hold on. He's going to get killed by Electronic. Flamey with the follow-up, and it's all gone to hell. Now Innocent and Crystal are left 2 versus 5, and Innocent is trying to fall back. They're actually so hungry. They're chasing him a little bit too much.
Feeling overconfident. Now it's Crystal's turn. He's got to do something. Innocent's going to get one more. He's got 3 in this round, and now he's in a 1-on-2. He doesn't have a kit. Going for another shot, and he's got it. He needs the ace. He can actually do this. This is turned around. Time is dwindling. It's got to come fast. He's only got 7 bullets left to work with here. Pre-firing the angle, jumping up, and he just can't spot Electronic. Now it's over. He's basically got to stick to defuse, and Electronic just outplays him here. A phenomenal effort, but it was just too far out of his grasp. That's the 13th for Navi.
An absolute sinking feeling, in my opinion. I mean, one thing is seeing Navi overextend pushing CT spawn in the pistol round, maybe too much. But after that, then the return.
Too much, yeah.
Definitely too much. But after that, the almost comeback, right? The crazy scenes here. Yeah. I mean, this has been a hard game for Sprout. It's been a hard game for Innocent. Definitely not his usual level, in my opinion. See what Navi could do here. They are 10 rounds ahead, and it seems like all they have to do is grind this one out.
Mac-10 leading the way up Catwalk. There's a decent crossfire setup, Zen and Dennis. There's a good headshot onto Simple. Doesn't take too much damage for it as well. Now there's 2 players in connector. Navi has slowed things down, and oh, that timing. That's really unfortunate. Oh, maybe not. Electronic still wins it, and he's going to get not another one. Zen finds him eventually. Fair play for getting the first.
Yeah, there's a moment of confusion there in the middle. Not really sure what happened with Crystal, but it wasn't pretty. Bomb is still here at top mid, so they're just sort of battling away. And with the AKs, that's pretty favorable for Na'Vi, so maybe Sprout want to rethink that.
I was going to say, once you hear those AKs ring out in mid, there's no reason to really peek and take that fight.
Look where Flamey is.
Yep. He's working his way up. He's been patient on A-ramp this whole time, and you're just kind of waiting for when you feel is the right moment to make your play and kind of start leading your way and leading your team into that A-bomb site. He's going to wait for Zeus to get here to help clear things and trade if need be, but at the moment he hasn't felt any pressure. Zeus has spotted out Dennis. Now the rotation is on for Sprout, but Edwards patiently waiting in middle to prevent that from occurring.
It looks like they're not even going to challenge him. Just put the bomb down on the other side. And Dennis goes down eventually, so Sen now 1 versus 3. I mean, CC75, 11 bullets total for 3 kills. It is doable. It's unlikely.
Well, yeah, I guess theoretically, like mathematically, it's possible.
That's what I was. The best kind of possible.
Well, he's not even going to go for it. Going to be happy to keep the armor and the CZ into the next round. They're going to need everything they can battle. This is where it's like, there's no right answer here. If you're Sprout and you're down 3 to 14, do you force buy? Do you save a round, let them get to 15 so you can have rifles and try and make the comeback? And I mean, I guess there's there's no point to criticizing the decision they make at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that has to be like a collective team decision to try and see what's everyone feeling like. You know, how crazy can this get? I think that they really necessarily needed a Na'Vi, but one of my favorite strats, or one of the favorite ways to open this map when you're on the T side, if you get that close A spawn, is actually to just run up the A ramp. I don't know how you feel about this, but I really like it when people they're just there, like there's no flashbangs, no smoke. Yeah, just run in. I mean, you can even do it with a deagle or something, but even if you've got the AK-47, I always like it when players do that.
It's certainly fun from our point of view, right?
Yes. I mean, not every round, right? But
yeah, I mean, it depends. Situationally, I enjoy it quite much. I very much like the contact plays to the A-bomb site. Even if it's coming through a smoke sometimes, you can catch that defender pretty off guard. And
there are way defenders.
Sprout stacked the B-bomb site, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and again, you can't be criticized for that. I mean, when you're this far behind and things are looking so rough, you just have to try something, and didn't work out this time. Zeus with the spray down over at the jungle, taking down Dennis and Speedy, both leaving Sen. Does get a good kill there with the MAC-10, so a little bit more money for him to work with in the upcoming round, but obviously will be round number 15 here to the 3 of Sprout.
Yes, gonna have to be 12 straight, quite obviously. Electronic 23 kills, Flamey up to 21 now. There's just so many ways to win this game for Na'Vi, so many rounds to play with. Can even just simply win by eventually choking off all the funds of Sprout.
Yeah, I mean there are so many ways in this can fail for the Sprout team. So long road ahead, and they also don't seem to be particularly energized. Like, you know, there's no one really leading the charges. Crystal, though, opening up on Flamey is definitely a good way to get started. He does drop fairly low himself. Dennis playing on the stairs, hoping to look over that smoke. 3 men in middle, and Simple's over on the other side, over at the hallways. Maybe get something done, or at the A apartments.
Zeus almost able to get fortunate through the smoke. I think Simple's going to be very aggressive from this position. His teammates have stalled out in mid. Still hasn't peaked yet. Utility being used. That's a good boost on Catwalk. Crystal, with only 16 HP, still being aggressive, finding a second. And now Simple's got to make a play for his team as they come up connector. And Innocent's the only one here. And actually, he's inside the bomb site, so that's an easy kill for Simple. No damage dealt. Zeus working his way up. He's going to turn the corner. He doesn't have his gun out, but he recovers in time. Molotov is going to prevent the retake, but Zen's in connector. Molotov in to hold him back, and Zeus is just going to make a run for it. Somehow, that's going to actually work out.
Goes for the bomb plant. Simple over towards CT spawn. He's actually going to fall back. I'm almost disappointed at that. Going to be a great pick off there on Zeus, and that leaves Simple alone in a 1 versus 3. Gets one, the headshot to follow up. Oh my god! And Crystal goes down. Simple, you monster! Quad kill at the end, 16 to 3. And there's the Undertaker coming strong into play. Ridiculous way to end the game.
That was just domination from start to finish. A beautiful form for Na'Vi coming into this game. That's